I found men's protection in my wife's bag. I put inside a pepper spray. I wasn't looking for it. Her handbag sat open on the dresser, carelessly, like she'd forgotten to hide it. The first thing I noticed wasn't the smell of her perfume. It was the sound, a faint crinkle of plastic as I shifted the bag aside. I reached in, expecting her compact or lipstick. But my fingers brushed something else. I pulled it out slowly. A small black packet. Smooth, sealed, unmistakable. For a second, my brain refused to register it. Then it hit, like a silent punch to the chest. She wasn't careless. She was confident, because she thought I'd never look. The air in the room grew heavier. Every sound outside, traffic, birds, the hum of the ceiling fan, faded into silence. I looked at the packet again. My reflection stared back in its glossy surface. Calm, controlled, but inside, everything fractured. I didn't shout. I didn't throw it away. I just placed it back, exactly where it was. And as I zipped the bag closed, my mind did something dangerous. It began to plan. That night, she came home late again, hair messy, smile too bright. "I had dinner with Rhea," she said. I nodded, no questions. My voice betrayed nothing, but my heartbeat was too loud for the silence between us. When she went to shower, I opened my phone. Bank notifications, cab receipts, an address I didn't recognize, a hotel. Every little lie she had told, every late night at the office, every girl's dinner, rearranged itself into something coherent, something monstrous. I thought of the years I gave her, the laughter, the trust, the quiet nights we built together. Now, all I could see was the handbag, and what was inside it. That single object rewrote everything I believed about us. She wasn't my wife anymore. She was an actress, and I was watching the performance come to an end. For 2 weeks, I lived 2 lives. By day, I was the same husband, quiet, dependable, slightly tired. By night, I became something else, methodical, observant, cold. I installed a GPS tracker in her car, synced her Google timeline to my laptop, watched her stops, watched her lies unfold like clockwork. Every Thursday, same hotel, same time. Her friend had a name now, Arjun, married, with a kid. I learned more about him than he'd ever want anyone to know. His schedule, his office, his weak points. But I wasn't after him, not yet. This was about her. I watched her come home one evening. Her hair was wet, her lips swollen. She smelled different, not her perfume, but his cologne, faint, hidden under the scent of guilt. She looked at me with tired affection. "Long day," she sighed, resting her head on my shoulder. I smiled. So did she. Only one of us meant it. The proof came in a message I wasn't supposed to see. Her phone lit up while she was in the shower. The preview alone was enough. "Next time, I'll bring wine. You bring that pepper spray again." Pepper spray. I froze. She told me she kept it for safety, a husband's peace of mind. Now it was part of their game. The kind of safety that meant protection from guilt, not danger. I felt a strange calm settle in. My pulse slowed, my mind sharpened. That night, while she slept beside me, I reached into her bag once again. The packet was still there. So was the pepper spray. I replaced both. One would stay as it was. The other, I emptied half and filled it with chili extract and alcohol concentrate. Enough to burn, not to maim, not to kill. Just to teach. Because pain is a good memory, and some memories deserve to last. Friday morning, she packed early, humming softly. "Just a quick girls' trip," she said. Her tone was light, innocent, perfectly rehearsed. I kissed her on the forehead, like I always did. "Be safe," I whispered, and she left. At noon, I received a call, unknown number. I didn't answer the first time. The second time, I did. A man's voice, panicked, breathless. "Sir, your wife, she's in pain. She used pepper spray. Something's wrong. It burned her eyes. She's screaming." I let him talk. His voice cracked. She screamed in the background. I said nothing, just listened. Then I hung up. I turned off my phone, sat back, stared at the wall, and smiled. Not out of joy, but finality. For the first time in weeks, I felt quiet. She came home 3 days later, bandages around her eyes, doctor's note in her hand, tears where pride used to be. She said it was an accident. Of course it was. I didn't comfort her. I didn't ask who was there when it happened. I didn't need to. I already knew. For a moment, she tried to meet my eyes, searching for sympathy. But I wasn't the same man. I'd buried him the moment I closed her handbag that first day. Now, I only offered silence, and silence hurts more than any word could. That night, she cried in the bathroom, whispered apologies to the mirror. I sat in the dark, listening, not out of pity, but to mark the sound of consequence. In the end, I didn't expose her, didn't ruin her publicly. She'd live with her secret and her pain. Because real punishment doesn't end with exposure. It begins with memory. And she'd remember every time she touched that scarred skin, every time her reflection reminded her of what she destroyed. Not me, not our marriage, herself.